Attention is in Rivers State, where the House of Assembly has issued notice of gross misconduct against Governor Siminalayi Fubara and Deputy Governor Ngozi Odu. This latest move is perceived as a significant step in the speculated effort by aggrieved lawmakers to initiate impeachment proceedings against the governor.
The power tussle between the legislature and the executive is showing no sign of abating, as the House seems to have been pushed to its limit. Speaker Martin Amehule read on the floor of the House a notice sent to him from 26 lawmakers containing allegations of gross misconduct against the governor. Among the listed infractions are unauthorized expenditure of state funds without an appropriation law and deliberate obstruction of the House of Assembly from executing its legislative duties. With lawmakers resolute in their intention to investigate and act on these allegations, Governor Siminalayi Fubara faces yet another challenge to completing his first term in office.
With reference to acts of gross misconduct in the performance of the functions of the office of the Governor of Rivers State, Mr. Siminalayi Fubara, GSS-RS, distinguished colleagues, I informed you that I received this particular document and that I have forwarded same to all members in line with section 188 sub 3, which makes it mandatory for me to forward the document to all members, and I've sent all copies.
Other indictments contained in the notice are the appointment of government officials without satisfying the constitutional requirements of screening and confirmation by the House of Assembly. The lawmakers listed the seizure of their salaries and that of the clerk of the House. They resolved to convey the notices to the government house through the media due to a breakdown in communication between both arms of government.
This House has therefore resolved that the clerk will publish in at least 3 national dailies the notice of allegations of gross misconduct brought pursuant to section 188 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended 1999 in reference to acts of gross misconduct in the performance of the functions of the office of the governor by His Excellency Siminalayi Fubara, GSS-RS, Governor of Rivers State.
In a related development, the House, through a unanimous resolution, petitioned the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to investigate the Secretary to the State Government, Tami Danagogo, over allegations of unauthorized spending of state funds.
In reaction to the development, Governor Siminalayi Fubara has accused the State House of Assembly of frustrating his effort to implement the judgment of the Supreme Court. The Commissioner for Information, who spoke on behalf of the governor, described as false the narrative that the governor has refused to present the 2025 appropriation bill before the House. He said the House had repeatedly declined to accept letters from the governor, indicating his interest to make the presentation. The commissioner says the lawmakers' motive is to justify their desperate attempt to impeach the governor for selfish political reasons.
Governor Siminalayi Fubara, who by all intents and purposes is prepared, willing and ready to represent the 2025 budget and carry out full implementation of all aspects of the bizarre and utterly controversial judgment of the Apex Court for the sake of peace, is being misrepresented and painted in bad color as not ready to comply with the judgment. Should this opportunity to pull the state from the precipice fail, the people and residents of the state without exception are bound to suffer avoidable calamities of economic, social and political upheavals that might sink us deeper into unimaginable crisis.
Hi, the news recap for March 17, 2025. Begin in Rivers State, where the political crisis rocking the state took another dimension on Monday after lawmakers in the oil-rich state accused Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Odu of gross misconduct. 26 members of the Rivers State Assembly raised the allegations in 2 letters sent to the Speaker, Martin Amehule, and thereafter transmitted to Fubara and his deputy. They said the move is in line with the Constitution. In Lagos State, former governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Jan Law, has returned to the All Progressives Congress (APC). Jan Law, whose real name is Abdulaziz Adediro, announced his defection to the ruling APC in a press conference in Lagos on Monday, about 2 weeks after he left the PDP. He said the move came after consultations with stakeholders. Meanwhile, the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos has ordered that the former chairman of First Bank of Nigeria PLC, Oba Otudepo, and an ex-managing director of the bank, VC Onosoya, be arraigned on an alleged 12.3 billion naira fraud. Justice Aneke, in his ruling, held that it is now a settled principle of law that the plea of the defendants was first be taken before any application. On the global theme, the Kremlin has confirmed that Russian President Vladimir Putin and US counterpart Donald Trump will speak by phone on Tuesday. President Trump told reporters earlier that a lot of work had been done between the two sides on settling the Ukraine conflict and that he would speak to Putin on Tuesday. Finally, in sports, striker Victor Osimhen, Bruno Oyemachi, Papa Daniel Mustafa and Kayode Bankole were the first players to arrive in Nigeria's camp for the crucial 2026 World Cup qualifier against Rwanda. The players arrived at the Kigali International Airport in the Rwandan capital on Sunday. Coach Eric Chell and some team officials welcomed them as camping began ahead of Friday's clash.